What's up, guys? Thanks for here with another look at some of the figures we got this week. Today we're looking at the DC Multiverse Batman Returns Deluxe Theatrical Edition, the Penguin figure from McFarlane Toys. Oh, that's a lot to say. So, basically, like I said before in my reviews before, I was excited to find Catwoman and Max Schreck at the store at Target, and they didn't have the Penguin. I went to another Target the same day to see if they had the Penguin, but no, he was not there. So I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'll just go ahead and find him when he does. And then Big Bad Toy Store and got theirs in, and he did come with my power loot, and here he is in front of you, looking spectacular. I know there was a couple of Batman figure toys back in the day, and I didn't get them. I love the movie. I'm a huge fan of the movie. So this one, I'm very excited to say, it looks really cool. So let's look closer at the packaging. There's a character inside. You got the umbrella, the top hat, and of course, he's got that soft goods cape, or not a cape, but that jacket. Looking really cool. Look at that face. You got that beautiful blue, deluxe theatrical edition name on there. It looks beautiful. I like that. Kind of shiny and stuff. And then on the side here, you got the cool bat signal in the snow. Real iconic. Not much on this side, but some Batman Returns. And then you got, of course, that beautiful portrait of the poster. I love that. I remember this. I have a t-shirt of this and the poster. I still do. I love this. This is, it just gives me good memories. I love this. All right, so let's get this guy to the packaging and a closer look at the DC Multiverse of Batman Returns, the Penguin figure. All right, here's the Penguin out of the packaging. Looking very cool. I did notice something, though, from looking at him compared to, and I was going to do a comparison, but we can look at that now. The face sculpts on this guy look exactly the same. And that's a little unfortunate. I was hoping that maybe there'd be something different, but it is the same from the set. So, that is a little disappointing. But other than that, excuse me, he does look really cool. And, of course, it's the same face, but that does look exactly like Danny DeVito. Now let's look at his wardrobe. He has that big, bow tie here, and then his suit, so he's the same size as the other one, and then he has his cool trench coat. But let's look at the legs. Of course, he has a suit on, looking very dapper, and then he has his coat, and he has that iconic scene where, and I wish that's the face that would be on him, because this is a little too bug-eyed for me. I think if it was a little bit more subtle, it would have been cool, because that iconic scene where he's outside, he meets Batman for the first time, and Catwoman comes up, and that to me is the most memorable part of the movie, and I really wanted to relive that. So I mean, they could have done a little bit different, but I guess since the cost, they didn't really want to go too much and make another face sculpt, which I think they should have, just a little bit more subtle than the other one. Of course, if I had got this first and then opened the other one, I probably would have said the same thing about the other one. But that one kind of fits because of the fact of the matter is he comes with that duck. But yeah, as you can see, I love the paints on it. It looks really cool. You can see that face sculpt on that. So, he looks really cool. This jacket does seem a little bit big on him, though. I mean, of course, you can take it off, I guess, but I'm not going to. Let's look at the hands. Almost looking like that. He has those, excuse me, those deformed hands that he has. So that's why they call him the Penguin. Now, he doesn't come with much, and considering that this was like a $35 figure, I'm a little disappointed that there's not more that comes with it. I don't know, they make the deluxe figure because they just put it in the big box and stuff. But when they say deluxe, like I said, if you compare it to G.I. Joe Classified, you get a bunch of stuff with G.I. Joe Classified. With this, you don't get a whole lot. So that's kind of disappointing. He does come with his umbrella, but I really wish there was an action feature on the umbrella. Maybe a helicopter umbrella or maybe like a knife one or something, just something else, because this is just plain, you know. But of course he has a signature umbrella, and then he has his top hat. So, and from my understanding, for a lot of people are saying that this top hat doesn't really got some fur on my hand, doesn't really stay on his head. So let's see how it looks. Yeah, doesn't stay. This is, oh god, what the hell? Why did they make him bigger? Like, I guess this is the front. You gotta like push it in. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you really gotta push it in. So, not like I said, that face does really kind of annoy me. It does. It's too much. Like, it's just his surprise. And then let's see here. Does this umbrella even fit in his hand? Yep. Nope, it does not. So it doesn't even fit in his hand. Yeah, nope. This umbrella handle is way too big for this hand. Like, you can't even get it in the hand. Very disappointing. I mean, it looks cool, and I was excited about this, but it's that face sculpt just looks way too crazy for me. I mean, it needs to come. Like, if he just had a general face instead of with the mouth open and the eyes bug-eyed, I think I probably would enjoy it a little bit more. And like I said, this cape is just, this jacket is way too big for him. I mean, look at the way the back looks. I mean, good idea, but poorly executed, I think. And then this, yeah. So let's just go ahead, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put him up here so we can look at him and then give you my final thoughts now, because I don't even want to bother with putting him, you know, I mean, it looks cool, but I'm not gonna bother doing the whole rotating thing on him. I'm just gonna go straight forward and give my final thoughts. Now, in terms of the way it looks, he looks cool. I mean, you know, he's probably one of the best movie penguins that we got in the line. But the simple fact that he doesn't, I mean, the same face sculpt as this one is also just kind of, just a little bit annoying for me, because it's the same face sculpt, and that's kind of lazy, considering that, you know, the other one, this one was $30 compared to the other. Oh, I forgot. He comes with a file card, and then, you know, of course, just the, you know, and I got two of them, which is kind of cool. They gave me two, so that's cool. But in terms of, like I said, I am disappointed, because, like I said, I was excited about this one, very much so, and unfortunately, you know, we get the same face, considering that it's different. So, and you pay $34 for this guy. He's standing on his own pretty well, by the way. But, you know, I mean, it's cool that we got him, and I'm not hating on that. I just, for $35, I think we could have got more. You know, maybe a different umbrella that would fit in his hand would probably be one thing. The top hat I got in, which is good, but like I said, just that face sculpt for me just could be not as crazy looking. Maybe just regular could have been cool, and then go a little smaller on his big old jacket, because it looks a little crazy. It looks a little ridiculous, but, you know. So we'll go ahead and once Batman gets in here, I'll go ahead and get them all together so we can do a family portrait. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and get Mr. Max Shrek back here, you know, since I already have him next to me. But, oh, let's see here. Where's let me go ahead and put him on this figure stand. But yeah, it's a little disappointing. You know, just a little. I mean, for me, like I said, if the face sculpt was different, I think I'd be a little happier. And of course, if we had an accessory that would fit him, I would be even more happier. So just like the Catwoman, which let me get her real quick. You know, like I did the review on her, I was kind of tripping on that leg of hers, and I ended up getting all these in the same area anyways. But even though it's pretty cool to have this line or to collect this line, because, you know, we got the iconic villains here. We just need Batman. Batman's coming soon. So, like I said, Catwoman is probably the best on here, except for that leg that I feel. And if anybody has any problems with it, like, please let me know, because I am really the only one. I do have 2 other ones that are pre-ordered at Big Bad Toy Store, so I might keep one, and then I'll maybe eventually do a giveaway on my channel, as well, if we can reach 1,000 subscribers. So let everybody know. As soon as it gets here, I will let you know on how I'll give one away. But anyway, all right, so thank you so much for watching, and I just realized we finally hit 500. We are now at 501, 502. Thank you so much for your support. It's going really well. And I'm just going to continue, and we still have a few more videos. I got 5 more figures to review to finish this big haul, this big loot thing that I got. All right, well, thank you for tuning in. Until next time, we will see you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.